It was designed to help us fund unfunded sections of state highway that run through the city of Star. And we have 3 state highways that Star has, right? We have Highway 44, which is State Street that a lot of people know of, Highway 2026, which some people know as Chinden on the south side, and Highway 16 that runs north-south on the eastern edge of Star. So in April 2020, we found a way for us to get these projects paid for that were not funded by utilizing proportionate share. And basically what that is every new house that is approved for Star pays about an average of $1,000 per house to help fund these highway improvements, because they're going to add added capacity to our system, right? The funding is paid for at the time of final plat, meaning let's say there's 40 houses in the final plat of the entire development. $40,000 is paid up front. It's not paid at the time the house is actually built. So this way the funds are coming in at a quicker rate to allow us to try to get this infrastructure improved prior to those housing units hitting the market, I guess, right? The beauty of this proportionate share agreement is that the city holds on to the funds. The funds don't go into the state coffers. And so all the funds that are collected will actually be spent within the city of Star. And the city also manages the project. So we get the designs done, work with ITD, decide on a date to start the project, and get the project completed. We're going to end up having a 5-lane segment from Canada Road to Star Road with a center turn lane all the way to Bent Lane, which allows us to provide some safety aspects out there on getting people that are coming eastbound on Highway 44 to be able to turn north on Canada without stopping traffic, and also incorporate some right turn lanes there that provides additional safety aspect. So with that project down here that we're doing, it's going to tie into the future improvements that ITD does have funded, which is from Star Road to Highway 16. In 2024, they're going to widen this section to 5 lanes. So for a short period of time, we're going to have a little bottleneck in between, but it was important for us to get this segment done right away so it could all flow here in the near future. We got so many new people that have moved to Star. What they don't understand is the dynamics of the traffic that heads down Highway 44, right? Highway 44, we get about 20,000 vehicle trips per day that run through the center of Star. So over 60% of those vehicle trips originate out of Canyon County. So that's areas that are not Star. So we have a large volume of traffic. If you think about it, over 11,000 vehicle trips per day are coming out of Canyon County, congesting our road network here. By doing this widening project, that helps alleviate some of that and helps flow these folks right back through town. We have a lot of commercial land that's in that 1-mile stretch on both sides of the highway over there. And that commercial stretch, we've had a lot of interest with the business community realizing that, okay, now it's time to start building, because the city is actually putting in the infrastructure to allow them to be able to get the commuters into their facilities over here, right, with the proper ingress and egress. Right now we have approximately 27 other commercial facilities that are already looking in, coming along this Highway 44 corridor of all sorts of styles, some homegrown style products, obviously some chain stuff that will come in as well. All because we've put that investment in place to allow vehicle traffic to flow, because it doesn't do anybody any good when traffic stops. From 3:30 in the afternoon until about 6 o'clock, it is very painful to get through the city of Star, if you're going east-west into Canyon County, or even home here in the city of Star. Last summer, in fact, ITD did a widening project on Highway 44 from Linda Road to Highway 16, right? And then with this project we're doing on this mile segment, and then next year's project that ITD doing on Highway 44, Star is going to have a 5-lane segment going all the way into Boise. In a couple of years, we're going to see Star's going to have its own freeway to the freeway, basically, if you think about it. So it's going to shorten down people's commute times here from Star throughout the valley. Additionally, Highway 2026, otherwise known as Chinden, the state has started the construction to widen the section from Highway 16 to Star Road, actually just past Star Road because they had to redo a bridge. But they're also currently working on purchasing all the right-of-way from Star Road to Middleton Road, where they can start that project. And once that's done, you have another 5-lane segment that's going to go all the way from Canyon County all the way into downtown Boise. And so STAR's positioned very well in order for us to be able to have some mobility and get around this entire valley. And I always say that STAR is like, if you think about a wagon wheel, STAR is the hub of the wagon wheel. When you have 3 state highways with all these improvements that STAR is centered in between, all the spokes of that wagon wheel are all the different cities and communities around here, so all roads really truly lead to STAR. So the city of STAR, we're very committed on making growth pay for growth. We're trying to find ways, unique ways, to make certain that the infrastructure is getting completed that needs to get completed. So this proportionate share agreement that we put in place is that tool to allow us to get the state highways improved. In the future, our goal is to continue going west towards Kingsbury Road on Highway 44 to improve those segments that are currently unfunded through the state. We're very thankful for all the commercial facilities that have decided to bring businesses to STAR, because we've been a very big proponent of trying to flip the property tax burden from a residential to have commercial help pay for that, right? So we have facilities like Greylock, as everybody has seen, the aircraft hangar looking facility out on Highway 44 and Highway 16, a beautiful building, 100,000 square foot manufacturing facility. Down the street, we have another corporate headquarters, Wright Brothers, that decided to come into the city of STAR. And that's all because of developments like Chris Todd, who owns the Amazon development down here, help bring them in. And he has other options like a hotel that'll come in down along that road that they're working on currently. And then on the other side of town, we have the Albertsons project there that brings in the TI businesses that we're going to have 5 or 6 businesses all of a sudden pop up here in the next few months over there. At Stonecrest Development, we have a different style of work-live style units where there's the residential's on the top and the businesses are on the bottom. It provides a different aspect of commercial businesses, but allows the homegrown style businesses an opportunity to grow, and start out somewhere. Ridley's development came in as well, and they brought in commercial eateries and whatnot there. Across the street from the Ridley's development, we have Toontown that has many different eateries and businesses over there that provide necessary services for the citizens of STAR. And then you got down here across the street from the City Hall here, you have another development that has eateries and other style of businesses over there that provide services to STAR. And then we even got our local homegrown like STAR Dental, right? They're building a building right next door here, right? So this widening and this opportunity to move traffic is providing us the opportunities to bring in this commercial construction. The same thing is happening on 2026 up there. With that widening that's happening, it's sparked a lot more interest for all that commercial land along 2026, and we've had quite a bit of discussions with folks about different opportunities up there. So, although the construction's painful, we all know it. It's very painful when we're trying to get around and we all have things that we want to do. It's the necessary evil for us to see a brighter future in mobility, I guess, here in the community. Another benefit of this project's happening along Highway 44 is we have the fantastic hometown celebration that we have every July 4th, and we got thousands and thousands of people that attend. And they attend on a currently 3-lane road, right? Now that we're getting this all widened out to 5 lanes, it provides more opportunity and more room for folks to come out here and celebrate what our country's made out of, right? The Constitution right here of the United States, right? It's beautiful. As a city, we just want to thank the partners that have helped us along the way on this project that we're currently building between Canada and Star Road. And that starts with ITD and Caleb Lakey and Vince Trimboli that have helped us tremendously on getting through this process. Keller Associates that helped design the plans, Horrocks Engineering that's doing the CE&I, which is the inspection stuff on it, and then obviously Capital Paving, which is the folks that bid the project, and we're very thankful that they bid it and chose to come to STAR. And also want to thank our city staff and our city council for seeing the vision and helping out through this process. Obviously, the city council approves the project and the funding on there, and they see the vision that we have. But our city staff with Ryan Morgan and Ryan Field, who have really done a lot in managing this project for us by holding weekly meetings and looking at the safety aspects and whatnot, and making sure that we get the communications out through Dana, to the community on when we're having lane changes and when we're having closures or whatnot. So that communication is key. So we do appreciate everybody that's been involved. And again, guys, I know as a citizenry, it's painful, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're trying to do everything we can to make certain that we have the mobility here in the future in the city. It's a very high-profile project in many people's eyes because the city of Star is one of the first cities in the state that put this proportionate share in place. And so it could be a model to be used by others, and others are seeing what is happening here to see if that's something that they want to do. And ITD is very excited about it because it helps with a funding solution that they didn't have before.